Property of resources. So this is related to two of their natural characteristics, exclusion and subtraction. Exclusion focuses on the cost, and it is the control of a user's access to the resource due to its physical nature. And subtraction focuses on how the resource is used by the individual and how it changes the amount that is available in the resource to other individuals who are already making use of it. Moving on to institutions. So institutions are understood as rules in use and are defined by working rules. The analysis of institutions within a collective action environment is an effort to understand the rules that are in operation within a group. It is used by individuals to justify and explain their actions to others. They work as the main focus of the repetitive and structured interactions among the actors. Action situations are the main influence of institution. This is the core of Elinor Ostrom's institutional analysis and development framework. And continuing on with that idea of action situations. So action situations, this is the focus where the actors are found and where they are acting individually as a group. This is where the observation and information gathering begins. The actors begin to engage in their interaction patterns and perceive the results of their own interactions. Ostrom calls her action situation a place where two or more people together are faced with actions that have the potential to produce results. Some examples of this are buyers and sellers exchanging goods at the market with customs like haggling, legislators making legislative decisions, heads of state negotiating an international treaty, and moving on from that, there is some sensitivity in action situations to the local conditions of the analyzed environment as it is perceived by the importance given to the external factors as they influence the action situation. So there are biophysical conditions, and because of that, the community attributes and the rules that are in place. So those unwritten and unspoken rules that we discussed earlier. And for this, there are those types of rules that was in the IAD model that we discussed: position, scope choice, aggregation, information, and payments. Common resources that people use are water, wood, fish, etc. Community attributes depends on the biophysical conditions of the ecosystem and the attributes of the community that handle that same ecosystem. So the community attributes that we need to take in consideration is trust, shared values and goals among the members, heterogeneity, social capital, cultural repertoire, and group size. And going on, biophysical conditions are related to the resource exclusion and subtraction properties and the common resources themselves. And moving on to Vincent Ostrom's influence on IAD. So like I said earlier, Vincent Ostrom is Elinor Ostrom's husband. in the first few years of their marriage when she was finishing her doctoral dissertation. He didn't have much influence on her doctoral dissertation then. He was a professor at a university and they worked very well together. There are 3 elements of Vincent's influence on IAD. The first one is the understanding of efficient institutional arrangements based on the understanding of the physical and natural characteristics of the resources. So when Vincent was analyzing the U.S. federal issue of natural resource management, he observed many issues relating to federal agencies of water use and control. And then we have polycentricism, the idea that concerns the interactions between authority centers with a view to determining the conditions in which the authorities as well as the citizens subordinated to them will be authorized to act or prevent the operation. It can be applied to the organization of several political processes, and the authority centers are the individuals and actors' influences on the resource and that independently adjust to each other in order to organize their relationships with each other. And then finally, as we've discussed multiple times in this PowerPoint, action situation. Action situation, I cannot stress this enough, is the core of IAD. It is designed on the basis of a wide range of actors that contribute to the construction of institutions and is able to cooperate and organize the management of common property resources. And that is all for my PowerPoint. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch and listen. I hope that this has helped you understand institutional analysis and development more clearly. And I hope everybody has a great week and a great day. Be safe out there.